Hello everyone, so today I wanted to do a back to school look. I felt like using some pinks just because my shirt really inspired me. I have some pink flowers on there. So I wanted to do a pink look that was more wearable, very soft, very feminine looking, just beautiful, very effortless, and I try to keep it as affordable as possible. Most of the stuff that I'm using is actually from the drugstore with the exception of a couple items. But I will list everything that I use below, so expand the box. I always put all the important information and links below, so expand that. Also, the Twitter and Instagram info for my social media will be below as well. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I hope that you will find these tips helpful and that you will wear this for your first day of school. And so if you want to see how to achieve this look, then keep watching and I'll show you exactly how to do it. So I don't have a primer that helps control oil from the drugstore. I've tried to keep this as drugstore friendly as possible. So unfortunately the only one that I have is the Kors Pomegranate Mattifying Face Primer that is available at Sephora. So I'm going to take a little bit of that, and it's a little bit of a nude color. But when you apply it, it goes on clear. So I just kind of smooth that all over my face just because my skin is very oily, and of course if I'm at school, the last thing I want to be worrying about is being super shiny, right? So then I'm going to go in with a face powder. There's a couple different options. I'm using my current go-to face powder, which is the Josie Maran Matchmaker Argan powder in light medium. If you wanted to, you could use your favorite foundation. I highly recommend a BB cream if you're a teenager because there's no need for foundations and contouring and all that extra stuff. There's really no need for that. So a go-to BB cream for me is the Garnier one. I use the light medium, and this is for combo to oily skin. They do have normal skin BB creams for you. There's different other brands as well. Just wear the one that works for you. Now if you have to have foundation, one that I have actually been pleasantly surprised is from the CoverGirl brand, is the Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. This is really inexpensive and it's an oil-free foundation, so if you're oily, this is something that you might want to look into. But I'm going to go in with a powder because if I'm going to school, most likely I would have slept in a little bit, so I'm not really thinking about what I'm wearing or my foundations or my makeup for the day. I'm just trying to sleep in as much as possible, right? So I'm just going to buff this on. I'm using a Coastal Scents brush. It's one of like those flat top brushes. And the key to this is just getting it really buffed into the skin, making it appear that your skin is more perfected and more natural looking. And it doesn't look as if you're actually wearing a ton of product. Okay. So then I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me in number 10, which is light. This is a very, very good concealer. Covers really well. And I am just about out of that. I've been scraping the bottom of that for some time now. And I know I'm using some higher end brushes. This is a Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86. It is my go-to brush for concealer. I love this brush. It's perfect for blending concealer. For me, I set my under eye area with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light. You can just use any sort of translucent setting powder. I'm pretty sure there's some. The drugstore, I know that L'Oreal has one. I think they still make it. It's like it comes in a little jar that you can use. So this is good also for highlighting as well because it gives you a more perfected look to the skin. It's not like a shimmery product. It doesn't look like you're, trying too hard or anything like that. So that's why I do recommend that. It is a pricey item, but to me it's worth every single penny. Now for my brows, I'm going to keep it really simple. I think the best way is to go in with a powder. I'm using the NYX Stencil Kit, or the eyebrow kit with stencils, and this is the shade for brunettes. They make some really great brow products and they're really affordable. So I'm just going to go in with the dark brown color and kind of quickly start filling in my brows. And with this powder, it's so easy and it's very, very quick. Okay, so we're going to come back to the face here in a little bit, but we're going to work on the eyes. Now this is a very easy way to wear pink without it being too crazy or over the top and not appropriate for school. So I'm going to start off with applying a pink base. I'm using the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Inked for Pink, which is a soft pink, but it has a metallic sheen to it. I'm using the Deluxe Crease Brush from Real Techniques to apply that. I feel like these brushes are the bomb for applying cream products. I feel like it blends so well on the lid, and it keeps it really, really thin, so you don't have to worry about it applying really thick. And if you don't have these brushes, just use your finger, but these are smooth anyways, so it's not a lot of work. Stay below the crease with this, and I'm just kind of tapping it and picking up a little bit of product. You don't want too much of this. Now, if you don't really like pink, but you kind of wanted to experiment, maybe you could just kind of put this on and stop right there. It's just a very subtle, soft glow of pink on the lid, nothing too crazy. Now for the eyeshadow, I'm using the NYX Ultra Pearl Mania pigments, and this one is in the color Very Pink Pearl, and they come like these cute little baby jars, so cute. And I don't like these because of the lid, so I have to use like a flat brush. This is also from Coastal Scents, and what I do is I basically kind of tip the jar over onto my brush to pick up a little bit of product, and then I kind of smush it into the brush. I'm using a napkin because there is no lid to kind of smush this in, which I highly recommend for pigments. Smushing it into the lid, getting it into the brush, and that just kind of intensifies that color just a little bit. This color on its own isn't super crazy unless you wet it, but it does have a little bit of a nice kind of iridescent tone to it, so it gives you a little bit of glam, but it's not, in my opinion, over the top for school. And just kind of pack it on right above this base. It's going to help make this pigment last all day. So then for the crease, I'm going to go in with a Makeup Geek soft dome brush with the color Cupcake, also by Makeup Geek, and I will show you that soft kind of mauvey pink shade, just to kind of add a little bit of definition to the crease. Not too much, not too crazy. As you can see, it just is a couple shades deeper than the pink that we used, but it's also matte, so it helps kind of ground this color a little bit. And this brush is perfect for blending out and buffing out product on the crease area, or in the crease area. So then I'm going to kind of soften that with a clean, fluffy brush, just to kind of soften the edges and those lines. Then I'm going to switch to, actually I'm going to use that same brush. I'm going to go in with the color Barcelona Beach, which is a soft, muted, kind of like grayish tan shade there. Just a little bit, nothing too crazy, just to kind of deepen this out right in this portion here, and it just makes it a little bit darker, as you can see, but still very soft. The color Vanilla Bean, which is a soft kind of ivory shade, and it's also matte, with a Coastal Scents eyeshadow brush. This is going to be my highlight for my brow. Just use any sort of color that matches your skin tone, and I'm just kind of packing that on, and it helps bring that pink down a little bit, especially if you've blended up a little bit too far. Now for eyeliner, I'm going to use my Jordana Fabuliner, the liquid liner pen in black. Sticking really close to my lashes, as you can see on this eye. Very soft. I'm not doing a wing, I'm not doing a cat eye. I think that might be a little too much, so I just want to keep it really close to my lashes and just draw a thin line. Then I'm also going to tight line a little bit. I feel like that's also necessary when using liquid liner. I'm using just my favorite black eyeliner. Any brand will work. Using the Revlon Grow Luscious on my upper lashes. For my bottom lashes, I'm using the Maybelline Lash Discovery. This is an optional step. I'm actually not putting any product on there because I feel like that keeps it very soft, very wearable, very school appropriate. But if you wanted to, it's a completely optional thing. It's by preference. You can take some of that cupcake or some of the pigment if you wanted to on the lower lashes. It's totally up to you. You can put some liner on there, but like I said, I'm leaving it completely bare, defining my lashes with the mascara. Okay, so to finish the face, I want to add a little bit of bronzer because I am feeling a little bit pale. So I'm going to go in with my Revlon bronzer, just your favorite drugstore bronzer, or even if it's high-end, whatever you have will work. And I'm just going to quickly just dust that all over, not really paying attention to contouring. For me, I would recommend skipping the contour for school. It's not really necessary. But I am putting this all over because I'm very pale on my face. It doesn't tan, it just burns. So that's why it doesn't ever match my body unless it's wintertime. So I have to kind of load up on bronzer. For blush, I want something very soft. I don't want anything to take away from the eyes. I have two different options. The first one is the NYX blush in Peach, which is matte, again, very soft. Or you could use the Milani Baked blush in Bella Rosa, which I know it seems crazy. It actually is a very natural shade. If you apply it very, very small amounts, it gives you a natural kind of flush. So you can go with that. I'm going to go with the Peaches and a rounded dual fiber brush from Coastal Scents. Just to kind of give me a little bit of a soft kind of hint of peach going on here. As you can see, it isn't too crazy and it isn't over the top. And then to finish the face and just complete everything, we need to add something on our lips. So I'm going to wear the Maybelline Color Whispers in the color Mocha Muse, which is a very soft, natural color. It has a nice kind of glossy sheen to it, but it's very, very soft. It has a little bit of a pink undertone, so I feel like it works well with this look. But it has a nice sheen to it, so it almost looks like a gloss. And they're actually very, very pigmented. And they feel so good on the lips. And that completes the look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial and that you're not afraid to use pink for school. If you do the way I did it, it's very soft, very feminine, just very beautiful looking on the eyes. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that your first day of school, if you've already gone to school, was great and that your school year has started off really well. And if you haven't gone to school, I wish you the best. Good luck in this new year of school, and I will see you guys very, very soon.